You are out on patrol, wandering around the courtyard of your fortress. Then, you hear it. A low wail in the distance, slowly building into a horrifying shriek. You rush to alert your brothers in arms, but it is already too late. All warriors present can hear the wail of the Banshee. That is when you know the end is here. Greetings and salutations once more. I, Zukamari Drakel, have returned to discuss the specifications of the ground support aircraft, or as the humans have dubbed the vehicle, the Banshee. Let us begin. The Banshee was the most common support aircraft employed by the Old Covenant, and were deployed in the hundreds of thousands long before the Human Covenant War. The Banshee's ease of operation, reliability and maneuverability, and impressive armament makes it even more valuable to the various warlords who vie for power in the ruins of the once mighty Covenant Empire. It is a versatile, single-pilot ground assault aircraft. It is usually piloted by Sanghili and later Jiralhane over the course of the war. The cockpit, in which the pilot rests prone, is encased in a curved, reflective cowling with no discernible windscreen. The craft has two wing canards, each of which terminates in a boosted gravity propulsion drive, including a jet and an anti-gravity pod. These leave a vaporous exhaust trail behind the Banshee. The craft is capable of achieving a velocity of over 100 human kilometers per hour. The Banshee is capable of performing complex maneuvers such as aileron rolls and flips. The Banshee is also capable of hovering, although this ability is not often used by Covenant pilots. A typical Banshee is armed with twin weapon pods attached underneath the fuselage. Each pod contains a Class 2 plasma cannon capable of firing at long ranges and a Class 2 fuel rod cannon. These plasma cannons are deadly to infantry. One bolt can instantly kill a lightly armored target. A direct hit from the Banshee's fuel rod cannon is almost invariably fatal, even to armored infantry. Repeating plasma cannons, which have a greater rate of fire than the standard armament, can be installed at the front of the anti-gravity pods. The Banshee has had a long history of usage, not just within the Fallen Covenant, but also by the ancient Sanghili fleets who explored the stars decades before the arrival of the San Shayun. Though refined over the ages, these early Banshees would still be recognizable in modern society, as they are all patterned on the Skelm, a voracious and cunning aerial predator that stalked the skies on Sanghelios. The earliest Banshees were called Uztet Skelm, in honor of the Skelm. Though unreliable and slow compared to the more modern descendants, the Uztet Skelm's smooth, elegantly contoured canopy and twin impulse drive design informed the shape of all Banshees that followed. Particularly ancient Banshees are often tasked with ceremonial roles and given elaborate ornamentation, such as the Banshees dedicated to the Sanghili Honor Guard, or those commissioned directly by various Kaidans as personal transports. The Keso Yasabu, or the Obsidian Wing in the human tongue, was another iteration utilized in stealth operations by Special Operations units. It was equipped with active camouflage and sensor bafflers, archaic to be sure, but effective. Throughout the centuries, Sanghili technicians have better refined the Banshee models for effective combat for naval or ground operations and piloted by masters of the skies. But whether wielding vicious Skelm hunting beasts or dueling in piston-driven warbirds, the Sky Chevaliers were the undisputed masters of the Sanghelios sky for long ages. Though their order's honor was dulled under the Prophet's rigid strictures, it was never tarnished, and as the Zealot and Askenic temples once again bustle with life and newly mended banners fly above reforged battlements, the Sky Chevaliers unfurl their wings to defend the faithful and punish the wicked. Their chariots are anointed Banshees built to the finest tolerances by artisan armorers of unsurpassed skill and piety. Beautiful works of art in their own right, these vehicles combine ancient tradition and ultra-tech advances, Delicate grav impellors are wrapped in prayer strips and golden nanolaminate skins, hand-carved and polished to a brilliant sheen by hopeful initiates learning the secrets of the aerial hunt. There were even rumors of an amphibious variant that would have been commissioned throughout the Covenant's history to provide multi-environment security for oceanic Covenant installations and deep-sea artifact retrieval missions. But if such a model ever existed, it was buried beneath the thrones of the Hierarchs. When our war against the humans began at the start of the Ninth Age of Reclamation, the most common variation utilized were the T-26 models. Though numerous variations existed during the war, they soon became scarce when the Covenant splintered and civil war engulfed our people. In these tumultuous times, both the Covenant and Swords of Sanghelios reopened the long-dormant manufacturing facilities and turned to allied colonies to provide much-needed vehicles and munitions. Months ago, the Hesderos pattern Type 54 Banshee model appeared in the skies above Sanghelios and other frontier worlds. When freed from the design shackles of conservative Sanshayung bureaucrats, this model has been updated with numerous improvements, including an integral energy shield. Both the Covenant fools and our own Swords of Sanghelios brethren engaged each other in the skies of Sunayon as we finally extinguished the tainted light of the Covenant once and for all. And now that the corrupted human AI is tightening her grip on the galaxy, all of our Banshees will be needed to fight off against her Livruka. The Banshee is a truly elegant machine, worthy to be called a Sangheli device. That is all I have to share with you, as the Nakai Vodar has called for my expertise once more, as our own fighters require upgrades to help us best the created. I am thinking of employing some manner of electromagnetic weapon. Farewell, everyone, and may Juri's eternal wisdom ensure proper protection whilst you experiment with radioactive isotopes.